For the second time in 4 years, the Sam Houston State football team had advanced to the NCAA quarterfinals. 3 years earlier, the Cats had lost in Montana. This time around, they were set to take on Eastern Washington, and the weather and field conditions were in the Eagles' favor.
It was a sloppy, cold, unpleasant night on bad turf that I think it was the only time all year we had played on grass, and it wasn't very good surface. And we just didn't play very well in the first half. Couldn't get any spark going, so I kind of try not to remember any of that first half.
I do feel like that played a very big factor in the game. I can't remember running out on field and just catching the wind, and it was like, whoa, this is like colder than what I thought it was, And the field was the primary problem that I think we had, because in the middle of that field, it was hard like ice. So it was more so you sliding across ice. On the outside, it was gushy because of the rain. So it was more so like a muddy field that we would have here in Texas. So you didn't know what surface you're on when you catch the ball. You may be running on that hard surface for 1 second, next second you're on something very soft and slippery.
After getting down 13-0 at the half, Gerard Fuller finally put the Cats on the board.
Had to grab. Godfrey in at the running back. Blake Martin, the tight end, is blocking back. Handoff to Fuller on the reverse. Spins in. Touchdown, Sam Houston State.
Eastern Washington answered with a long touchdown run, seemingly swinging the momentum back in the Eagle favor. But the Cats came right back.
5 wideouts, empty backfield, Trey.
And let's see what they do with it. Long over the middle. Medina the catch, and he breaks free. There's nobody behind. Medina trying to take it the distance, and he will. Just what the doctor ordered for Sam Houston State. He made the catch, beat his man, and there was no cover two. There's nobody behind him, and he takes it the distance. It'll go for 59 yards.
But for everything the Cats had done in the third quarter, the Eagles had a response, going up 34-14 early in the fourth. That's when the comeback started.
To be honest, I don't remember anything changing from those first 3 quarters. The only thing I could say was that we had a sense of urgency, and this was the first time that we felt like, oh, whoa, we got our backs against the wall. We got to try to get out of this hole that we're in. And so at that particular time, I just remember everybody coming together, whether it was myself, other team leaders, saying, hey, let's get this done. Not anything negative. More so positive stuff that actually was going on at that particular time, and we were just able to pull together as a team.
As you mentioned, but Medina has also been a big part of the passing attack here.
And Nick Dimby, number 39, is coming back into the game for this 4th down play.
Cartwright, the big receiver, to the near side, trying to convert for the second time, and they do. The catch is made by Cartwright, or it should say Medina, and he has it inside the 35-yard line. 8 catches, 162 yards, first down at the 34. Long, over the middle, catch made. It's going to be a big gainer, and downfield goes the tight end, Roberts, and he is in for the touchdown. Corey Roberts, first team all-conference tight end. They don't go to him often. His first full year at tight end, and he takes it in from 34 yards out.
We were pretty talented on the offensive side of the ball that year. We weren't quite as we certainly weren't as strong defensively as these Bearcat teams are right now. But every team's a little different, and you've got to assess what your strengths are, and sometimes with this ball club we got to score more points. And frankly, in that second, we didn't have any choice. We're down. You get desperate, and you operate out of desperation, and that's kind of what that was. And I think if I remember again, I know Medina, of course, had the big game, but we had a lot of players make big plays in that ball game.
Back 20 yards in pass coverage.
4 in the slot to the right. Handoff, straight ahead. Garmin, smooth sailing to the end zone. Touchdown, Sam Houston State. And they got it in to cut this to a 1-score game. And Kelly, with 3:34 to go and a couple timeouts, I don't think they need to go to the onside.
You're exactly right, and you said it. If they can score within a minute, they did that in about probably 35 seconds. from the moment you said that. So yeah, with 2 timeouts, a minute or 3:34 left, they can kick this thing away and just try to hold Eastern Washington to no third down conversions.
Or an extra point here for Lance Garner. And the kick, good, and he has been perfect all season long, 55 of 55 on extra points this year.
But after Lance Garner's extra point, the Bearcats did attempt the onside kick, which was recovered by the Eagles, putting the game on the shoulders of the Bearcat defense. After a stop on third down, and with 48 seconds left on the clock, Eastern Washington made the decision to attempt a field goal and go up by 9.
I don't know that I really want to kick a field goal in this situation. They've had some blocked. They had a couple of attempts, actually one field goal attempt blocked last week. That's the worst thing that could happen right now is go for a field goal, get it blocked. That's really the only hope that Sam Houston State has right now.
They had us beat. And I thought all they had to do was run the ball on that 4th down play, and I don't think we were going to stop them. Our defense was, we were kind of down at that point in time, maybe out of options. And they had a good back, and they were moving the football, and they lined up to kick a field goal. And I'm thinking, we've got a shot at this because it's sloppy field. Kicking a field goal isn't going to be good, and it gave us a chance. I felt a lot different at that point.
His biggest kick of the year. Snap is good. Kick is blocked. It's blocked. And Sam Houston State is still alive.
Vince got a good vertical, and we put him in on it. And we've always been pretty good at blocking things, and so you got to have a chance. And if I remember correctly, we got pretty good push up front, and then Vince jumped and blocked it. But that was huge because if they make the field goal, the game's over.
It's kind of funny because I always wanted to play a little bit of the field goal blocks. I know at the time this was the time we actually went out after a whole lot of blocks, whether it be punts or field goals, whatever the case may be, and I always want to be a part of that. They got on to the field goal, and I'm on the sideline. They said, Vince, come on. So we come out there, and then Paul was like, hey, line up right here. So I already had in my mind where I wanted to line up, but it just so happened we was in the same kind of mind frame. So got me lined up, and I just remember jumping as high as I can. That was just exciting, because like I said, I never played a part in the special teams in that phase of it. I played on punt, but just being able to cause a big play like that, it was a great feeling, great feeling.
After the blocked kick, the Bearcats still had a tall task ahead of them. Trailing by 6, they had to go 75 yards in 43 seconds and no timeouts to work with. Following an incomplete pass on 1st down, Long hit Vince Cartwright, who was able to step out of bounds and stop the clock.
And again, I hadn't seen the film, but I could just remember this stuff in my head came myself, and it was key that I actually got out of bounds. And so I actually had a guy, as soon as I caught the ball, he was right there on me. He kind of went for my legs. I kind of dodged him and got out of bounds. It was kind of good to kind of save the clock, because I don't think we had any timeouts at the time.
After a 3rd down completion to Cartwright, the Bearcats faced a 4th and 1. They had gone just 9 yards, yet used 18 seconds on the clock.
They've done it before. They're 4 of 4 on 4th downs. Let's see if they can make it 5 for 5 and keep their season going. From the 34. Long has time. Catch made. 1st down grab by the tight end Roberts out to the 47. The clock will stop momentarily as they set the 1st down chains, but they only have 20 seconds to work with.
They got back in prevent defense, and then I remember it's about maybe 3 outs to Mathena. We had the 3 by 1. So we got a route over here, and then Mathena was over here, and Dustin would signal, or they would signal what we're going to do, and we hit that out, I believe, about 3 times.
And they have called it out of bounds. It stopped at 12 seconds. So that's a break for Sam Houston State. Trips to the near side for Long. He may take a shot deep right here, may not have a choice. looking downfield. Catch made, far side, out of bounds. Fuller is in the slot to the near side. He's a big playmaker. Mathena to the top of the screen with 7 seconds. Long looking, throws. He wants Mathena, and he's got him. The catch at the 7 with 2 seconds to go, and it's come down to this, Kelly. What a finish here in Cheney.
So the guy's not in peak game shape, not near what he would have been at other stages, but we just kept going to him. What he caught about 12 balls, I think, in the ball game, and really, it just really came up big for us. Big catch after big catch, and smart play. So he'd catch it and get out of bounds, and he had, he had some bigger, longer catches too, but. I've rarely seen a player so tired at the end of a ball game because he just didn't have anything left in that tank. And then we got the ball, I think, on about the, 10-yard line or something with maybe 2 seconds and hit him on the slant. Oh, gosh. Almost a miracle, really.
So with 2 seconds left on the clock, Dustin Long looked Jason Mathena's way a 13th and final time.
State to find a void.
Mathena's done his part. Fuller's been big as well.
Right here.
Here we go from the 7-yard line. Chance to go to the national semifinals. Long looking over the middle. Catch made. Touchdown. Mathena.
Well, again, I think that's. I'm sure that was signaled between the quarterback and Jason, that because you come up and line up and you see what you got, they're going to take that out away. But maybe you might have put another guy over there on that side. I don't know, but they didn't. And of course, if they would have, we had something to go to on the other side that could have been very good, and we had a grouping over there that we felt very comfortable with. But you got to take what they give you.
Despite the excitement of the touchdown, the veteran coach knew there was still one more point that needed to be scored before the Bearcats could advance to the semifinals.
I was a little tense on it, to be honest. Because again, the conditions aren't great for the snap and the hold, and it's not great for the kick. But gosh, if I remember correctly, we put it right in the middle. It was really, really pretty.
Trip to the semifinals on the line. Snap good. Kick. Good. Sam Houston State wins it.
I remember a little. Yeah, I was kind of excited, and Bobby Williams was kind of excited. I think we were kind of dancing around like kids. Went out to shake their coach's hand, and I thought, he looked like he'd had a coronary. He was totally shocked and drained. It was awfully exciting. I'd have to tell you that it really was, and that's games like that are probably one of the main reasons that you coach. That thrill it's unbelievable, and I will probably never forget that.